And here we go. Remember, out of the 12 disciples, there are 3 or 4 that are fishermen, and we all know in Brokeback Mountain that the fishermen never brought home any fish because they're all a bunch of shit. We all know that 1776 and 1776 equals 3552. 5 and 2 is 7. 5 and 2 is the letter Y. 5 and 2 is the months of the week and the number of cards in the deck. 3552, 3552, 3552 is 87. G and H, or do we say in 8? It's silent, the G and H? G and H are 78 or 87. 78 can be divided by 2, which is 39, and it all talks about a perfect 10. According to a few numbers I worked with today, in the years 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, and 2015, it actually says John Lennon, Jay Leno, Lennon, and let me see what's in my book. Let me back it up. Let me back it up one more page. Oh, look at page I knocked it to. 2 pyramids, 1 in each eye, seeking the mouth in the center. Who's the bamboozled one over here? Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? Or down through the ugly gates as all the birds do a searching? No, that's not what this video is all about. Again, I'm going to go back to 1776 and 1776 plus 1 equals to 3553. 3553 is 88. In 6,776 years, there was 88,088 moons. Barack Obama, Herbert Hoover. Barack Obama, why? Because he passed twice as the 44th president, making 88. And Herbert Hoover, H and H, stands for 88. Oh yeah, there's a lot more. But we're going to go on to something that's next. The final cycle of 3, 4, 5, and 6, because A and B is inside of 3, which is in the year 3456, actually says the Confederate of the Federation. The Confederacy of the USA. These numbers, if you don't understand them, you don't have to. Call me a liar or believe what I say. All out of computers. There's no way anybody can do this. Absolutely not. And if they're not out of computers and a man did do this, then we're hooked up to a matrix direct. 100%. Seems to be a little gray in this video. Is the light as this for me as for you? We're going to get on to the next one. Did I tell you about the blind man speeding? Or the blind man doing speed? 1,000 people walked into 2 different bars at 11 p.m. They started drinking, and they drank 5 drinks between 11 o'clock and 1 a.m. Then in each bar, 2 stoners walked in. They each smoked a joint at midnight. By 1 o'clock, the stoners were ready to drive home. But all those who drank 5 drinks between 11 and 1, they couldn't drive worth a dime. They'd all be illegal. But the ones who were stoned, they can drive. What number do I go next? I'm not sure. Why don't we do this? 2, 4, 6, and 8 as months. Total number of days? 9/11. 1776. If you take 1776 and add 5,000 to it, I'm not going to tell you why, it would make 6776. And if you look up on your computer, 6776, it happens to be a gene symbol, okay, that was made for the stat family. Stat family, statistics. It also hooks up to mean MAF. Can also mean short for mafia. If you also look it up, it's AGNC 6776. It's the IGHGNC. If you could look it up, the chromosome location is 16q22q23. 22q23 is the number of people that were on the Titanic. I'm not sure how many of them died. Again with 6776, and I'm not removing my camera, is a whole bunch of stuff about gene sequences. Pretty weird. Pretty weird. The STAT family, STAT5A, official symbol and name, signal transducer and activator of the transcription of 5A Homo sapien, other aliases MGF, STATs chromosome 17. Where am I in these videos? 1776 and 222 is 1998. 222 times 8 is 1776. 999 plus 999 is 1998. 999 from this year will reach us to the year 3012, which is exactly 999 of fine silver. Doesn't mean anything to you? Doesn't have to. If you don't want it to mean anything, it won't mean anything. You have to want something to mean something in order for it to mean anything at all. Let me look at my book again. I did write some stuff down today. The other number is temperatures. Dragon Ball Z. Another figure that I'm going to tell you is they say there's a universal number of 622.6. Okay? And that number comes out with, where can I find this number? I had it here somewhere. I'm looking it up. Here's something to look at. 170, okay, or 17 times 0 equals 255. 2 times 55 is the center and the roof of the Twin Towers. It's also part of the 1776 setup. 15 or 1.5, or 1.5 plus 1.5 is 3. 15 times 15 or 1.5 by 1.5 is 225, equaling to 5.25. Adding on to a circle of 360 degrees gives us the number of days in time around the sun. Another thing to understand, I've been showing you, we're spiraling around the sun. If we spiral around the sun, that means 72 days would take us completely around the sun. But we have 365 days because we spiral. Therefore, if Jean Ray was talking about anything, that's what he'd have to be talking about. Besides us turning around, hey man, we're inside another globalin. Numbers to remember: 37, double 74, 94 is double of 47, 47 is time, 37 is the center of the number grid, connecting 17 and 20. I didn't get to the 7th inning stretch where there's 39 outs. The Saints come marching in. Yeah, I'm just throwing things out here because I feel like it. It's my star. The other thing I was going to come to was when we used 1776 and we reverse it to 6771, it comes out to what I just told you, the 6776 gene code. Okay? When we add 6771 1776, it reverts to this. Why? 6 and 1 is 7. 7 and 7 is 14. 1 and 4 is 5. 7 and 7 is 14. 1 and 4 is 5. 6 and 1 is 7. 5775 in 2 years will be the Hebrew New Year. At the same time where I told you 1776 and 1776 plus 1 equals 3553 to the 1010 worlds. This is the 1010 worlds of putting 1776 straight and adding it on to this. It comes out to 10, 10, 10, 10. 3, 5, 5, 3. 3 times 5 is 15. 3 plus 5 is 8. That's the egg. It's the 15 ball and pull and the 8 ball. 15, 1 and 5 is 6 with the 8 ball. It makes a spirit of 67. Well, 68. But if you use the lower count and you use the 7 ball instead of the 15 ball, they're the same color, it's a spirit of 78, which again is G and H and they're silent. I'm all over the place. A little bit more because I'm losing a little bit of my patience, not with you, but with myself. There's just so much to do. I mean, anyways, just let me get back to that. So I'm just throwing these things out there, letting somebody, you know what, I'm throwing the ball out. Who wants to catch? You catch, you throw it back. How about Barney? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive. Fibber? Who's a fibber? Have you ever said 5 and now say fifth? You add an F into it, some kind of fibber. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I threw him back again. Where are all the fish? Which brings me to an update of where it goes. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, shut the door. What else is next after that? I can't remember, so I have to look it up and buy myself some time. And here's how it works. Christopher McDaniel, if you don't mind me saying your name, he gave me a thought and had sense from Zion to say this in a new key to the puzzle, almost there. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. Alpha, beta. 1 and 2. What does it mean to buckle? It means to keel over, to bend over, and to tie my shoe. 1 and 2 is 3. B and S. 2 and 19 is 21. 1 cube has been created. 3, 4, knock on my door. Well, Earth and Mars, communication, knock on my door. 5, 6, pick up sticks. Well, those sticks, if you go with the Roman numerals, the sticks stand next to the V. Knockers, woman's knockers, knock on her door. That's 3 and 4. 5 and 6, you're picking up the sticks. 7 and 8, lay them straight. Now, is it to get laid or to be straight? 7 and 8 is silent. It's things we really don't talk about, getting laid and being straight. Or if you're getting laid, who are you getting laid by and are you straight? 9 and 10 is 19. 7 and 8 is 15, so that is the egg. So you're laying of the egg. 5 and 6 is 11, and those are the sticks. 3 and 4 is 7, knock on the door. Why? Because when you're knocking on the door, you're going to be picking up sticks with 5 and 6, which is the E and F letter, and together, the letter of F includes the E in it. So 6 always includes 5. So that means you have to have the V with 1 line to create the 6. 7 and 8, lay them straight. 9 and 10, a big fat hen. Well, of course, because when the birth comes after 9 months, you have a perfect, beautiful woman who's big and fat, a big fat hen, and she's going to give that baby. Dig and delve means go in and get that baby out. 11 and 12, creation of number 23, double D's. DD, 44, 4 by 4 is 16, the one spirit of 6. 13 and 14 is 27 or 72, also means the letter red. 2 and 7 is 9, the birth. 2 by 7 is 14, the cross over your back. 15 and 16 could be the cue ball and the 15 ball in pool, which is the maids in the kitchen. Meaning your wife, she's cooking you up a storm, but you ain't doing too much to her. Because I forgot to tell you about 13 and 14, maids are a courting. Now what does it mean, maids? It means love, aid, of help. Why? Because M means love and aid is to help. Are courting. Court also means short. Now I'm just blabbing this whole thing out and I'm going to do it again. I got to think about it. In fact, my dream tonight is going to be about this. Because that's what I do at night. Before I go to sleep, I pick something I want to dream about. And if it happens, it happens. It doesn't, it doesn't. 17 and 18 is 35. Reverse it, 53. Hoover Dam. The maids are awaiting. Are they awaiting for what? 17 and 18, 7 and 8 is the egg again. Are they waiting to start all over again? But 19 and 20 is 39, and that's completion of everything. My plate is empty. But what have you given me to feed? What is it that is empty? My plate, my palate, 19 and 20, because you can't be 20 on Sugar Mountain. Does that mean you're pregnant at 19, and at 20, you come into this world? So I just threw this all out like this, and I'm not even sure where I'm going. And I know it's going to mean something eventually, okay? But we're going to go back to see where my face is. Am I talking? Oh, here I am. So where else am I going to go again? Oh yeah, 1776 is perfect. It's just perfect. And like I said, 1776 is 3552. And let me jump off of something, that the recontinuation of a cycle will end now because we're in the silver cycle. 2013, the next one is 3012. That's 999 years away. That's a silver cycle. After that, we're into the years 4000, and that's a complete game of Monopoly, and we're starting over again. Because 5, everybody knows, A and E are the first of the positions, going from E down to A, or A up to E. Whatever's in between is 2, 3, and 4. Listen to this. 49 and 25, and 1776. 76 and 17 is 93. Which means, again, perfection, and it's the ride over Hoover Dam again. Then we get 76 minus 17 is 59. That's the 59 minutes and the 59 seconds on the clock. If you add up the 93, where is it? Where's my pen? If you add up the 93 and the 59, you have 152, which is part of the Mayan cycle. It also represents 52 cards in the deck, 5, 6, 7, and 8, the 8 heaven. It also represents 9 and 5 is 14, 1 is 1776. You see this over here, number 52? Well, the Mayans talk about 25, 6, 25. And, it's 16 minutes of one of my worst videos ever. It's just that whoever thinks you're dying after this life, there's no way you're not going to end up somewhere else. There's no way. In fact, I used to be so scared to death, I used to freak out all the time. Now the only thing I'm freaking out is, holy fuck, what am I going to be doing the rest of my life before I entered into the next life? Am I going to see my mother and father again? Or will I really care? Like, it'll be just like a cat's life, and like my mother, oh no, whoever made a point in your life will make a point forever and to all eternity. But if we live forever, I mean, how many fathers and mothers are we going to have? Holy crap! Ma! Fuck. I got to rent the hotel room on Mother's Day. I'm going to have to get the Sands Casino. Why? Because it's going to be a shot of the dice to see which mother gets the first present. Christmas? Christopher, that was a very good question. I got to look into that. Did you ever hear the one that went, hippity hop to the barbershop to fetch a bag of candy, one for you and one for me and one for Jack and Dandy? It's all about Jack, my friends. It's all about Jack. I have another scenario over here. In fact, it's 5775 minus 51, which is Barack Obama, and I come out to 5724, which adds up to 81, which ends up to be October 4th of 1963. Again, my birthday. It's almost like my brain knows that I want to be into this thing at the end, because it keeps coming out to my birthday. Anything you do at 41 has to do with medication or the Mediterranean. See this M? The mug and dub at M over here? M is 1,000, M is 1,000. We have 2,000. 5 and 1 is 6, 5 and 1 is 6. We have 2012. X with the top on it, and the X with the top on it, 10,000 and 10,000 is 20,000, plus this is the 5,000. Why don't we use this one? Because this is sitting on the ground. One up, one down. Do you understand? Center. You only can use one of two. These are on the opposites. These are center. Okay? This would be 5,000. So we'd have 25,000 right here. Now when we connect the X's in between, the 4 X's, you multiply 5 by 5 by 5 by 5, connecting the star, which would actually be the octagon, and you'd come up with the Mayan count at 25,625. Don't forget, the Mayans, whatever they did, doesn't necessarily say that the avatar world that they were on was not pulled into this world. So whatever happened last week that we didn't see may have actually did happen, but we're moved away. Don't forget, Jupiter and Saturn, 5th planet and 6th planet, which is the wolf, they have all the moons. What I can see is it's like this. We look out. When you look out to here. When you look through this, you look onto the other side. Oh, look what's there. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? We might be looking through a looking glass. Listen to the music they play. Whatever I'm telling you has nothing to do, most of it has nothing to do with what I did. I didn't create 1776. Plus 222 is 1998. George Washington's birthday. Plus 222 is 2014. He was the beginning. Why is he not the end? Because 8 times 222 is 1776. Even another replica of a demonstration was Terry Moisher's address, 4,440. 44 by 40 is 1760. 4 by 4 is 1776. Terry Moisher, doesn't anybody know him? He's I think that cartoonist. He's fantastic. He had that brilliant white hair. It was almost like Santa Claus came into the picture. Plus this thing, 7286. Do you want to see 7286 on this? 32 and 19 is 41. Happy Halloween, the Mediterranean. 41, 41, 51, made a mistake. Area 51, Barack Obama, B&O Rail. 51, 61, 71, 72. 25 and 34 is 59, EIEIO. 59 and 27 is 86. The red from here to here says 7286. Now look at this. This is 51, and we have number 15 in the center. And the 4 is 19, just like the 19 over here. 15 and 4 is 19. 19 and 2 is 21, the dice cube. 21 and 17 happens to be part of the woman or the 3 little pigs. 15, 19, 21, 38. 44, Barack Obama. 13th president from Herbert Hoover. 57, Heinz Ketchup. 67, 68, 76, 86. So we now have 86 twice, 9 black, 3 red. It's not me. These things, you think they were just made? Why don't we just flip it onto the other side and see what we come up with? Here. 10 and 29 is 39. 29 and 8 is 37. 8 and 31 is 39. 31 and 6 is 37. 6 and 33 is 39. 33 and 4 is 37. 4 and 35 is 39. 35 and 2 is 37. 9 and 30 is 39. 30 and 7 is 37. 7 and 32 is 39. 32 and 5 is 37. 5 and 34 is 39. 34 and 3 is 37. 3 and 36 is 39. 36 and 1 is 39. 13 and 24 is 37. 24 and 15 is 39. 15 and 22 is 37. So this whole thing was made purposely like this. Do you think a man was able to figure out these numbers? Not only that, but I haven't. Have you seen my designs yet? Because when I write these designs, these out with the black and the red or the red and the black, they say words. It's perfect. They show up baseball diamonds. They talk about the 7th inning stretch. That talks about the football scores 6, 1, and 3, which is also the laws of Moses of 365 days. What is the 1 quarter of the year? 1 quarter of the year is all the laws mixed together, and the 1 quarter has to do with the Diamond Connect. And thank Chris the Bird for that one. Spanish train. Anyways, we're going to let it go as this. I'm quite sure there was more. Just for William Farr, I'm just going to do this a little bit closer. I just decided to do this because of you. So I didn't finish it yet, but see the entrance into the hallway? The deep, deep, deep hallway. At the same time, what's next? Let's see what I did on my wall. I screwed around on my wall. And that's one part of the wall. That's the part of the floor. But I built some buildings, and I made a little guy standing up with some flowers. Those sticks you see over here, that's the shaft of Moses. And then this. I redecorated my ceiling tonight. Can you see the ceiling? You remember when they put blood on the walls? This is the oscillating sun. It's like Frank's Red Hot. I put it on everything. Just like number 1 and 0. You know when you take a 1 and you slice a 0 with it? You get a whole lot more than just 1. Let the world go round. Look at this ball. This is, would you believe this and this is exactly the same? Try to figure it out. They're both the same. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 6 sides, but 3 connecting sides. 2, 5, 3, 4, 1, 6. But there's only one side plus one side that actually creates the 7. And that's this one here. Why? See the dot in the center? There's nothing in the center over here. You see this number 2? The opposite would be the 5, but it's already taken both spots. It gets doubled up. Number 2 gets doubled up. 6 gets doubled up. 5. Now we take it number 4. You see the 4? Watch what happens. Only the center one goes into the 4 and makes it a 5. That means 4 of these sides will have a 5, and 2 of the sides will have a 7, telling us 57, 75, if you remember earlier on in the video. This whole world is in a cycle, my friends. It's all in a cycle. It's all in games people play, and I'm loving it. I mean, you don't think there's codes in the world that they couldn't come up with this book here? My son bought me this like 10 years ago or 15 years ago, okay? Before I even knew anything that there could possibly be any codes, okay? Look at his 2 colors. The yellow is the energy of our life, of the green Martian blue electronic, of our birth color wearing it on our head. I talk too fast. What's out there, you guys? You see this spot over here? Can you see it? I bent down towards the fireplace today. Anyways, if anybody wants to try something, take your fingers and put pressure over your eyes, harder, 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 until you feel like you're creasing your eyeball, and then keep it there. And try to look in the point. When you look in the point, you'll start to see sparkles will start to come. And then you'll start to see the point will go away and distance itself from you, and you'll be able to see like down a rabbit's hole. But hold it there. Don't worry about it. It'll become sparkly. Just hold it there. When you leave go of it, open your eyes slowly. Don't try to see very hard. It'll sparkle. And whoever's in front of you is going to start to look like a cartoon character. Yes, 100%. It's happened, and today it was really fantastic. I was in front of the fireplace. I did it for 3 minutes, held my hands over my eyes, and when I took them off, the people in front of me looked like they were painted like cartoon characters. I'm not asking you. You want to call me nuts? Fine. Crazy, nuts, insane, stupid. You can call me whatever you want. But we are in a world of games people play, and we're being taken advantage of. And I don't know how to rectify the whole thing because we're getting it up our rectum right now. So I'm just letting everybody know the little bits that I might know and share it with everybody. Thank you. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus, Baffin Islands, and oh Canada, and oh can you say. Thank you.